A simple limit problem from PUTNAM 1981 B1. Basically, in the PUTNAM, problems are from A1 to A6 and B1 to B6, and A1 and B1 are considered easier, and yeah, so this is an easier problem we need to say. Okay, so for this problem, first of all, notice that this sum of like as going from 1 to n and k going from 1 to n of 5s to the power 4 and 5k to the power 4, they basically give the same answer, yeah, because both s and k are going in the same range. That's why you can write this as limit n goes to infinity of 1 by n to the power 5, sum from s equals to 1 to n, sum from k equals to 1 to n of 10s to the power 4 minus 18h square k square. Yeah, basically you can also write this as k to the power 4, doesn't matter, whatever. Okay, now how do we deal with this problem? So if we try to split this up and try to sum, what do we get? Basically you get sum from h equals to 1 to n, 10 times s to the power 4, and sum from n equals to k equals to 1 to n of 1. Yeah, now the sum of the s to the power 4th power, this will be in the like 5th power of n, yeah, in the order of 5th power of n. This will be in the order of like 1th power of n. The product will be in the order of 6th power of n. Yeah, and here it's only up to 5th power, so 1n will be remaining in numerator. Yeah, and so first of all, let's try to see what if here was n to the power 6 itself. So let's try to do that first. So suppose here was n to the power 6, and let's try to solve this problem for that case. As going from 1 to n, k going from 1 to n, 10s to the power 4 minus 18h square k square. Yeah. Now okay, for solving this, here we basically will have 10 times sum of s to the power 4 from like 1 to n by, I can write this as n by n to the power 5, and then again sum going from k equals to 1 to n, and then 1 by n. Yeah, I'm basically distributing this because this is in the order of 5th power, so like I divided by n to the power 5, and over here minus 18 sum of h square by n cube, sum of k square by n cube. Yeah, and for now you can either use the formula of the summations, or you can we just have a direct identity that you can balance easily. So if we are basically summing up the first power and we write n square over here, yeah, just one power more, in this case at infinity, this will just be 1 by 2. If let's say there was m and here it's m plus 1, yeah, in that case that will just be 1 by m plus 1. You can easily validate this from the cases like where m is 1, 2, 3. You can like check from those cases and know this fact. And so that gives us 10, and here it's 1 by 5, it's 1 by 1 minus 18, 1 by 3, and 1 by 3. So now this is 2 minus 2, this is 0. So this limit is basically 0. Yeah, so what that says is, in the like sum of the overall expressions, we basically at infinity, like there's surely no term as such as n to the power 6. We basically this expression over here will basically be something like 0 n to the power 6 plus some constant times n to the power 5 by n to the power 6. Yeah, and since n to the power 5 is clearly dominated, so this approaches to 0. Yeah, and there's no this term, so that's why this limit actually reduced to 0. If it was something like let's say 17 over here as well, if it was 17, we clearly would have some answer, not 0 as the limit. Yeah, it was 17, that would be 2 minus 17 by 9, and that's I think 1 by 9. Is that? Yeah, for 1 by 9 would have been the answer. But in this case, like the sixth power clearly cancels out. That's why we just have the fifth power remaining. And now, if now the questions ask to do it for fifth power, and that means we need to find this k. Yeah, and that will be our answer. And let's now see how do we do that for this case. Now clearly, we need to be able to expand and like these sums of second power and fourth powers, and like see by manual or arithmetic, see what remains. So basically now we need to be able to find the second power. Second power is easy, we know that. The second power we all know, it's just n plus 1, 2n plus 1 by 6. Yeah, and since we just want the coefficient of fifth power, we will just write first two powers over here, and don't care about others. Yeah, others that doesn't really matter. So 2n square plus n plus 2n is 3n plus we don't really need to know, but it's 1. Fine, it's easier. Yeah, and then it's 2n cube plus 3n square plus n by 6. So it's basically n cube by 3 plus n square by 2 plus an. No, it doesn't matter what that a is. Okay, now let's say for sum of fourth power. Okay, so you need to you should be able to grab this formula. Yeah, and its formula is n plus 1, 2n plus 1, 3n square plus 3n minus 1 by 30. Yeah, now also let's to find that first two powers over here. So if you multiply, you get 6n cube plus 6n square plus 3n square is 9n square. Yeah, and some other, doesn't matter, whatever, by 30. And basically now this one, and 6n to the power 4 plus this is 9n cube plus 6n cube is 15n cube, and some other terms, doesn't matter, whatever, by 30. And so you basically have n to the power 5 by 5 plus n to the power 4 by 2, and other terms, it goes up to n. So let's say bn cube plus cn square plus d. Okay, now we have the first two terms of both the sums, and we are like ready to begin this problem. So we have limit n tends to infinity. We have 1 by n to the power 5. Now this over here 10, and now s to the power 4, summing up s to the power 4, we get n to the power 5 by 5 plus n to the power 4 by 2 plus some other terms minus 18, and sum of h square. H square is n cube by 3 plus n square by 2 plus some other terms, and similar over here, so is squaring this one. Yeah, now we are near to the end of the problem. Limit n goes to infinity, 1 by n to the power 5, and this is now just 2n to the power 5 plus 5n to the power 4, 5n to the power 4 plus some other terms minus, this is 18 times, so you first need to take a square. Yeah, that will be n to the power 6 by 9, and basically 2 times these two. Yeah, basically if even if you have, let's say, a plus b plus c plus d plus e, if we are squaring this one, basically first of all take the square of each of the terms. Yeah, and then multiply each other. Yeah, 2ab 2ac. Yeah, that's the way. So here also for the like dominant powers, first of all square this one, and 2ab, that will be a dominant power. All others will be like will not really be. Yeah, the second dominant power is just the product of the first two numbers. Yeah, because these have the higher powers, and that will be 2 times um okay, so 2 times n to the power 5 by 6, so n to the power 5 by 3, and other numbers. Okay, so we have limit n goes to infinity 1 by n to the power 5. So this is 2n to the power 5 plus 5n to the power 4 plus some other numbers minus 2n to the power oh 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 okay, wait, here I just summed s to the power 4, but I also have to sum 1 over here. That gives me an extra n, that gives me an extra n, that gives me some changes. Okay, so 2n to the power 6 minus 5n to the power 5 minus 2n to the power 6. So you notice this thing, I told it earlier that there's zero coefficient for n to the power 6. So you can see now that here minus 6n to the power 5 and other terms doesn't matter, whatever. So this one cancels out, which is why the other limit was previously 0, and now we can find this. So limit n tends to infinity, basically minus n to the power 5 plus some terms of in the order of n to the power 4, yeah, or and I mean this captures n cube, n square, and all the others that are there by n to the power 5. So others will just go to 0, and this over here is minus 1 plus 0, so that's just minus 1. So this is how we found this answer. This is minus 1. So this was a pretty simple problem. Like you just need to have known. You can just derive these formulas. It might take just few minutes to derive these formulas, or also you can use the Bernoulli numbers. Yeah, and then after you have got these two sums, so like just put it in the original like limit problem, and you will get the answer. It wasn't too hard, and this was just for to show you like the original case. Yeah, because this is basically in most problems the power should be same, and just we need to find the numbers. Yeah, but here the like main variables, the leading powers have cancelled out. That's why there was n to the power 5 instead of n to the power 6. Anyways, like it should be better to know both of them, and hope you enjoyed, hope you also got the idea, hope you learned something new. Thanks for watching, look forward to seeing you in the upcoming videos too.